Hey, so by opening this video, you're already showing that you're serious about passing the ASVAB. And not only passing, but getting that score you want so you can get the military job you deserve. So I'm Anderson, I'm your ASVAB coach as a reminder. And in this video, in this very short video, I'm going to show you the 5 steps to learning anything the right way. Especially math, especially crushing different topics, word problems, whatever it may be. I'm going to show you the 5 steps that you need to follow through on if you want to learn anything the right, quick, and easy way. So let's go ahead and get to it. 5 steps. Step number 1, here's the thing, you gotta focus on one topic at a time. Not everybody knows that, or a lot of people do, but just don't follow through on it. You gotta focus on one topic at a time. And the best example that I can think of for you is thinking about the real world. Let's say we're cleaning our house. So let's think of 2 scenarios. Scenario 1, we have someone who is going ahead and trying to clean the whole house at the same time. Going ahead and, going to the kitchen, washing one dish, then going to the living room, picking up some trash or whatever, then going to the bedroom, folding one shirt for the laundry, and then kind of rotating until everything's done. Just doing everything one. Then you have scenario 2. Scenario 2, this person commits to sticking to cleaning the entire kitchen, washing all the dishes, putting everything away, then moving to the living room, picking up all the trash, then sticking in there, doing everything, then going into the bedroom, then folding all the shirts and all the laundry and everything, making the bed, and then you're all done. Now, let's be honest here. Let's be intuitive about it. Which method is the better method? And I hope you would say it's the second method, that latter method. Yeah. Because the thing is, if you're going ahead and, washing one dish, then picking up one piece of trash in the living room, then folding one shirt in the bedroom, and then going back to the kitchen, you're going to go crazy. You're going to go crazy because it's going to take it's going to take a long time to keep switching back and forth. And guess what? By moving around that much, you leave yourself open to being distracted. And that's what we don't want. We don't want to get ourselves distracted. We want to make sure that we're focused so that we can feel that progress being made. Because if you think about that second example there, that person sticks to the kitchen until all the dishes are done. Boom, that's a big old check mark, and then you move on to the next thing. As opposed to one dish, one shirt, then one trash piece, then dish, shirt, trash, dish, shirt. And you keep going until it's all done at the same time. It's going to take so much longer because you keep, again, switching tasks. So step number 1, again, stay focused on one topic at a time. If we're talking about math, make sure that you're doing one topic. If it's fractions you're working on, stick to fractions. If it's ratios and proportions, stick to that. And so look, I know that a lot of us have access to practice tests, but remember, practice tests are there to tell you where you are in your study, how far you've come. Yeah, maybe it'll give you a little edge on, feeling out the time frame and how to time the problems out and things like that, but it's not going to make you any more effective at doing those problems. It's just going to show you how good you are. So that's why practice tests are good for, the beginning, middle, and end of study time in terms of that whole journey that you're going to go through. But it's not exactly the best thing to do every single day. So get away from that. You want to be focused and measured. That's number 1. Number 2, so once you have picked your topic of the day that you want to work on, let's say if it's math, again, focusing on fractions. Well, step number 2 is watch and learn. You got to make sure that you're, watching a YouTube video, attending one of my group tutoring sessions, or reading it up online, whatever it is, a textbook, whatever it is, watch and learn. Take the appropriate notes that you need to take. Get the basics down. Have it written down in front of you, seriously. Because in step number 3, what you're going to do is after you've watched and learned, after you've seen someone do it the right way, show you what the wrong way is and the potential mistakes you can make, now in step 3, it's your turn to practice. You want to go ahead and practice with your notes. Again, with those notes that you wrote out, make sure you're practicing with it. Here's why this is important. 2 things. 1, when you're practicing with your notes, you're going to see what you can do and what you can't do in terms of, hey, I don't really know how to do this problem, even though I have my notes. It looks like I forgot this one little piece of information. Let me write that down. Boom. So that's your little library to help you understand if you've got everything or not. And while you practice, the second thing here is it helps you build your confidence in terms of knowing how to go through those procedures, how to actually tackle those problems. It helps you build that confidence because you have that crutch right there. But make no mistake, we're not going to be using these notes forever because in step number 4, you're going to be slowly moving away from those notes. You're going to be moving away from those notes because think about it. On the ASVAB, you're not going to get to use your notes. So let's get out of there. Let's make sure that after every, let's say, 5, 6, 7 successful problems that you do with your notes, Be like, all right, cool. I got the hang of this. I've been using my notes. I'm getting them right. Let me see if I can do it without my notes now. I'm telling you, you got to do it that way if you want to find success, because again, you're not going to have that crutch on the actual test. So there we go. Step number 4, get away from those notes. So guess what's going to happen in step 5 now? So in step 3, practice with your notes. Step 4, practice without your notes. Step 5, what's going to happen? Well, now we're going to practice for speed. Now is the time to practice for speed. Think about trying to learn how to drive a car. Do you think that, your parents or whoever taught you how to drive a car, do you think that the first thing they said was, hey, Jimmy, the best thing for you to do right now, learning how to drive your car the first day, let's go out and take this car on the freeway. No, right? Nah, they'll take you to a parking lot so that you can go ahead and learn how to parallel park, learn how to make turns, use your signaling, whatever it is. Whatever it is, but you are learning everything slowly but surely under someone else's supervision. Then they start trusting you a little more, and then once you have your license, then it's off to the races and you're in the highway, right? That's the idea. That is the idea. And so I gotta make sure that you understand this 5-step process. So pay attention here. The video's not done. Pay attention here. Again, step 1, focus on one topic at a time. Designate that topic. Focus your attention. Be intentional about it. Number 2, from there you're gonna watch and learn. Learn the ins and outs. Take your notes. That way you know exactly what it is that you need to have from here to here. You need this in your head eventually. Step 3, practice with those notes. And then as you continue building that confidence, practice without your notes. But don't worry about the speedy part. Don't worry about racing through the problems. That's step 5. That's when you'll be going ahead and speeding it up and trying to do these problems as quickly as you can. Because you have to go through the motions and understand the mechanics before you can truly feel confident enough to start speeding through, right? You have to. And here's the thing about steps 3, 4, and 5 in all those phases of practice. This is the most important part of the video, so make sure you take this note down. After every problem that you do, pay attention here, after every problem that you do, make absolutely sure that you are talking about the problem after you do it. So once you finish a problem, you want to walk yourself through it. What decisions you made and why you made them. What your process was like, why your answer is correct. Now, I'm not saying just go ahead and recite the numbers that you multiplied or divided. Nah. What I'm saying is talk about the ideas. Talk about the reasons why those decisions were made. Because you are talking about the actual math. You're not just reciting some numbers and saying, oh yeah, 13 plus 15. No. You want to say, hey, okay, look, so I'm reading this word problem and I see here that the key word was altogether. Oh, altogether means adding them all up. Okay, so what am I adding up? Oh, those 2 things. So I added those 2 things. And that would make the answer. And that's what I did. And that's why I was right. Boom. And even if you're wrong, I'm telling you, you got to do it no matter what. Whether you're right or wrong, you still have to do it. Because look, it is not about getting the answer right or wrong. It's about understanding why. At the end of the day, it's about understanding why. Because anybody can get a question right. Anybody can get it wrong. But was it luck? Or was it skill? We're trying to turn luck and hope into skill and confidence. That's what this is about. So you have to make sure you are talking about it as often as you can to make more connections in here so that you can see more correct answers there. All right? You gotta make sure you talk about it every single time. So gang, those are the 5 steps. Make sure you employ this as best as you can because again, that score that you want depends on it. You have to be quick. You have to be decisive. And we have to get there with calm and collected practice. Because remember, the ASVAB isn't testing you on if you can get a question right or wrong. It's about how quickly you can get it right or wrong. You have about a minute per question, especially in the math part. So you got to be careful there, right? All right, so guys, there it is. There it is, the 5 steps. So go ahead, rewind the video if you need to. Take those notes down. Really take this seriously because I'm telling you, everyone in my program who's employed that 5-step strategy to learn, they've been crushing it, man. Absolutely crushing it. So make sure you're doing your part, doing it the right way, and messaging me and contacting me if you need any help at all. I got your back. And so let's get cracking, let's keep it going, and you have yourself a good day. I'm always here if you need me. See ya.